Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious GG. I'm going to try to do one more video before I make myself some dinner. Settle in with the WWF pay-per-view event, which is not in any way accurate now. It's not WWF anymore, they're not really pay-per-views, but it's a phrase I've used since the olden days. Now, that's exactly what you want to know about. So yeah, the Hojo are taking territory from the Takeda and giving it up to the Nagao. If I had my druthers, I would have had it go the other way around, and yet, it's good news that, anybody is able to make any progress against the Takeda. Cannot select a faraway clan. Oh. They have interests, and yet I'm not allowed to talk to them. Oh, I know we'd be good friends if we were allowed to speak to each other. So... sorry, it got a... okay, town is thriving quite a bit. Yes! They are already ready to have churches installed. Good idea, my liege. Innovation goes up for each one of these. Just a little bit, but still, it's good. And I can build them fairly quickly. Quickler. So this is excellent. The conversion of my entire force over to Christianity is going as quickly as could be expected. What it does is it's gonna give a slight boost to conscripts, although the ones who have had drill grounds, it probably won't make much of a difference. Really, the big thing is going to be that I'll get increase to conscripts and the ability to get a little bit more innovation as well. Now I just tore up a workshop, and that's what I'm doing there too. See, I could have built gardens here to help them so they could help each other, but I guess that's not what I'm doing. This is still cheaper than road repair. As weird as this sounds, building churches is not taking as much labor or gold as repairing roads. And the Colossus at roads. I take it... this is a cargo one, right? Yeah. Although it's only affecting 2 of them. Kicho, build the church. But I'm a devout Shinto. Just build the church. We're using the Westerners and their Jesus wizard for guns. Okay. I'm all about that. Yes, we will... please give us your guns. We'll use them to honor Jesus and Santa Claus. Nobunaga betraying that he may not entirely understand Christian doctrine. Now, what I don't know is if boosting these from church to cathedral makes it even more suitable for conscripts, or if it just increases the innovation. It might be that it's the same conscript effect and it just gives you a little bit more innovation. Which, you know, I could live with. Now... this may also mean that I can...
Thank you very much.
This may also mean that I can now build some of these places. Chapel requires more crafts. Crap. Ah, but I can build a chapel here. Strengthens affiliated units that have creative officers. Maximum popularity increases. Effects increase with more cathedrals. Well, you know, I've been waiting to do this, so I guess I might as well get started. Mitsuhide, build me a chapel, but I'm not a... Fine. I mean, if I was really being slick, I would start figuring out where, you know, just a couple of cities, like one really big city, put all my neutral officers there, have a tea garden. One really big city, put all my conservative officers there, build a, etc. I don't think I'm going to go to that level. This place has been waiting a long time to build a chapel, and we're just short of conscripts here. Here we can build, but I think I've already got an arsenal, yeah. I've already got a depot there. There's a couple of places that could build arsenals. So here I'm hoping that I can get a little bit more crafts. What's impacting this? Oh, well. That might not come to pass, actually. I might have to give up on that dream because I built too many, I only built one thing for crafts. Although, it can go up to 1980. It isn't there yet. What, how high does it need to get? Does it need to get to 2,000? No, it only needs to get to 1750. So, that place hasn't hit its ceiling, and when it does, it'll be able to build a chapel. So these places can actually build more interesting stuff, and I'm waiting on them to become available. This place, the best it's going to get is a chapel, but it doesn't have enough development yet. This place can only build a depot. I don't understand what prevents you from building, what allows you to build some things and not others, but, you know. This place can't quite do it yet because it doesn't have enough conscripts. Any of these cities they took over from an enemy force, generally they can't build enough, generally I don't have enough conscripts to do anything because the enemy force's AI doesn't really seem to favor conscripting troops quickly. Which I do, because I throw them out into these big massive battles, get them all killed, and then want to replace them. Now, I've got a full... See, this is a way to get somebody to like me. To recommend them for a post is just a way to get them to like you. Or I could... What is that last one? Assign a title and change foreign stance to trust. I did the coalition thing. I could try to get my own... get a higher title for myself. I don't think I've taken over any cities recently, though. Spent a lot of military forces just trying to keep the Matsudaira afloat. Wait a second. You are a new person who's in red. Oh, no you're not. You've actually been there for a while and just didn't notice or care. Now, you've been working on, but you're not quite ready to extract yet. Part of me just wants to, like, scout out every base that they have. But people are going to be gone for a long time. I guess I could send people who suck. Because the only thing that you get by sending people with high intelligence is that it makes... is a possibility that they'll get to see more than one. Like, I don't know if we've ever had Toshihisa Honda doing anything. Yeah, he's just going to scout it. There's no opportunity that we'll get a bonus, but... we really hadn't been seeing a lot of bonuses. So we just grab people who... yeah, you're not busy that often. People who are not overseers and who do not have really high scouts where I would grab them for something domestic or pull them out into war with me. You're not horrible, but... Mitsuyasu Akechi. As good as done, my liege. Thank you for giving me something to do for the first time ever in this LP, my liege. Edo Castle. That is Tokyo. This guy's got a pretty badass portrait considering his shitty stats. I'll put my ninja plans in action! These cities, I feel like they might switch sides. And you know, yeah, that's right, this guy is still with us. He has the worst stat, like, he had the loyalty requirement of 1. I couldn't stand to let somebody with such a low loyalty requirement leave. And I managed to keep him around, even though he didn't want to stay. Part of me wonders, though, this isn't the most exciting thing in the world for you guys to watch, I'm sure, as I set this up, but I should probably just do this for every frickin' city in Japan. It would appear that, like, once you've got spies in place, it's permanent. Well, he's got high valor, but... that might have been a mistake. He might have been brought along in battle as a support officer for somebody, but and I'm trying not to take away people from the cities that are, like, if it's going to take 120, I'm not sending them, because I figure I'll get somebody who's closer, but honestly, yeah, you're not doing anything. Look at you. I'm so mean to my own officers. Like, you're not doing shit for me. Get out there and scout a castle. So go take a month and a half to go look around, and then a month and a half to walk back. Yes, my lord. Oh, I suppose I should know the troop strengths in these castles, too. I don't know if I pass this knowledge on to the Hojo. I mean, the Takeda. I hope the Hojo know how many troops they have in that castle. Okay. I think I'll pick up the rest later. Actually got quite a lot going on as far as domestics. It's just quietly in the back. There's 12,000 troops. Those guys, I hope, are just heading back to the base they came from. Wow, Sunpu has like 15,000 troops in it. I sure hope the Matsudaira are building their shit up. Meanwhile, the Obuchi clan are fighting somebody. Yeah, they're still fighting still a big throwdown going on between them and the Shimazu. You're just heading back to Kakagawa, right? I mean, you can't be... You're going to attack with those troops? No, you're heading back to Kakagawa. Sakana Hatanao has grown discontent enough ending conspiracy. Churches have been constructed. Castle facility at Gifu Castle complete. Nice, so Gifu Castle now has a chapel. Church has been constructed. Church's chicken has been completed. So I've adopted the swift trait. No one can stop me. I've gained a statesman trait. I've got to work even harder.
Let's begin the meeting. Here
Let's begin the meeting.
Month's balance. Reporting in.
Okay, so now we should be able to hire that lady. Yeah, extractor. So she's gonna come join our clan. She's not like the best officer ever, but you know, seems like it was worth doing that occasionally. Meanwhile, we probably got more churches to build, because there were places where they hadn't quite finished tearing down the workshops. It's like, oh, we just had this massive war with the Hojo, now let's build churches! The Hojo are like probably the most conservative clan in the game, so if we really wanted to piss them off, welcoming the new Western religion might be the way to do it. Well, I'm thinking the plan was probably Cargo Man, because we're probably going to build conscript stuff here and here. Probably here, too. And then commercial probably there. Oh, yeah, it's already in place, so... I'm a little surprised at how few churches there were to build that turn. Still can't quite build the chapel. It is so handy that they actually show you what you can build here, and like, as much time as I waste checking this each time, and it probably gets on you guys' nerves a little bit, but it'd be so much worse if you had to go into like a deeper level of detail to figure out what's going on. I keep really hoping that that place will pick up. They're still building it. Okay, it's still building up. Once I can develop that place one more time, I should be able to get into their arsenal there, which will mean free guns coming in, which is a good thing. Actually, I want to check a little something now. So the Hojo clan have taken a pretty big hit with this this alliance to end Hojo Mania. The Satake are no threat to them, which is probably why they're not bothering with them. The Takeda have not come out of this thing in a good place at all. Yeah, we've kind of indirectly brought down the Takeda by pitting them against the Hojo. Although the Hojo fighting against the Takeda is second only to the Nagao fighting against the Takeda, to why the Takeda were in such bad trouble to begin with. But the Hojo have been knocked down a peg for sure. They've still got 75 officers. They don't have this. They have more castles than we do, more fortresses, a lot less treasure. Income-wise, they're comparable to us. They spend more money than we do on policy. But what I'm curious about now is coalition, 26 months left, so contribution 100,000 versus us. Most of the contribution is from us. Some of it is from the Nagao. I don't know what contribution means literally. I guess it's just if you've inflicted damage on the enemy. Nobody who's in the coalition with the Hojo have actually helped the Hojo at all. They just kind of renounced us. What I wanted to know was muskets. So the Hojo now have muskets. They've got 5,000 muskets. We've got 4 times the muskets they've got. But, yeah, that's not something I was that excited about, is them getting muskets. They have muskets now. Anyway, they really want me to build this fortress. Well, I guess they're not defaulting to any particular place, but they want one here. I mean, maybe I should build one here in Sonomata. I mean, the story kind of wants us to have one. And it really should be Hideyoshi who does that, actually. A wonderful idea. Construct should be completed in a short time. Now, fortress building is something I'm really good at. Well, so I'm going to put a fortress here. It's not going to be the best city we've ever had, but it'll have some good districts. And it's been suggested to me I should be throwing down fortresses in, because we got some fertile land here. fortress here will take a while to develop, and it'll eventually should be on par with some of my smaller cities around here, like Nagoya and Suomori. Probably won't ever reach the heights of Kyosu or Gifu. But yeah, I just figured we'd build it because we were supposed to have built it. When we still haven't been able to hire Hanbei, unfortunately. We got Toshiie, so that's something. Do I want to just throw treasures at you guys to keep you? Oh, wait a second.
What would you like?
There's no new treasures for sale. Nah, screw it. We'll keep them. Nobody seems to be trying to hire them. I guess I can just hope that if they stick around long enough without anybody trying to hire them, eventually, Isn't Oda Clan my sworn enemy? 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 So I'm just thinking that eventually, if they don't get hired because they're in the center of my territory, no one can reach them or something. Oh, you know what I meant to look at, which I kind of ignored, is anybody actually trying to hire them away. And I didn't see anything about discontent of us. Yeah, no one's trying to hire them. So as long as no one's having secret meetings with them, I think I can just wait until they get over the sworn enemy thing and possibly get the longevity bonus, and those guys will stick around. Send the turn then, I guess. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Some point we gotta think about... Oh, but there's like 16,000 troops in Sunpu. Otherwise, I would say we need to think about attacking Kakagawa. Keep the pressure on the Hojo. This alliance has only got another 2 years or so to go. I would also like to take some of this territory before the fucking Nagao gobble it up. They might come out of this the most powerful and dangerous force. Because the Hojo are taking all the Takada's shit. Yeah. Our collusion messengers returned with a reply from Sakai Hitano. I think you would have such need of me. With pleasure, I'll leave immediately. Yeah, having the Takada attack was not such a good idea. When Takada attack. Because the Hojo are just not satisfied to stop there. However, now the Hojo... This is a thing. I just glitched something. Okay, let's try to save in a different slot, because I just glitched something there and froze the game up. That has happened one time before, when a monthly meeting came up in the middle of a battle, and they were interrupted the battle to ask me if I wanted to attend, and that froze it up. Yeah. Okay, never mind. That was good enough to get it back. What I need to do then is to get the Nagao to attack the Hojo there.
We march.
Because the Nagao are like, they've made progress here. When this is done, I guess I need to think about it. The Takada have some really great officers, but they've got some terrible territory in the mountains there. The Nagao now have like kind of 2 little breadbasket areas where they can grow from. The Hojo have a huge breadbasket, which is what's making them so tough. Matsudaira don't have bad land, it's just that they didn't advance when it was the Imagawa they could have been advancing against, and now they're up against the Hojo. I'm sorry, did that actually take? I thought it took.
Let's march.
Oh, I think accidentally sent a second wave to attack. So yeah, the coalition has been an interesting experience. It's definitely took the Hojo down a peg, but it's the Nagao and not the Takeda who are really shining. And I have got to worry about what's going to happen. The Nagao are only a little bit smaller than I am in numbers, and they've been doing a number on the Hojo. I'm a little worried what's going to happen when I fight them. I might have to. My plan had originally been to form a long-term peace with the Hojo while I gathered strength. I might end up doing that with the Nagao now, as the guys that I'm going to put off fighting until the end. Meanwhile, the Uechi clan took a castle. Uchi clan, whatever they're actually called. Takamori Castle. Yeah, so they just took this castle from the Shimazu. Alright, let's actually end this turn. I guess I could keep an eye on this action. Because now they're coming for the Hojo again. I've obtained the fortitude traits. The Heathers are mean.
Last month's balance.
Ooh, spent a lot of money building all that stuff, though.
Reporting in.
Quite a few people have gathered at Ottawa Castle. Life grown stronger. Something that's going to continue. Ottawa Castle can expand. Probably need to sell
Ask
food
for
again.
anything you want. Thank you for your patronage.
Alright. Ottawa Castle. So what was the plan with this place? Cargomen here. Garden. Canals. I guess the plan was probably another crafts district here. And it was probably going to be... Yes, it has to be horses. It's conscripts. It's got to be horses here. Yeah, that's right. So I'll have conscripts over to the west, and the east will have all the agriculture and crafts. It's going to be great. You guys are going to love this new district. Surprised I can't actually build any new churches yet. I guess there's a couple that were... I thought there was some where I hadn't even started, but maybe I've got a few that I've started that haven't come in yet. It's going to take a while, but... I've got an unusual fixation on Neki Castle. Facility cannot be built due to lack of development. Come on, get in there, get built. I thought it was being built. I mean, it's there, it's doing something. The next time that place is ready to develop, oh no, that's... The conscripts is dipped down below 1,000 now. Is that because... Wait, maybe that was why I wasn't changing it before. I missed something. Oh no, it's a... Yeah, it was a cargoman. It was pushing that over 1,000, so I screwed it up. I might never be able to get an arsenal there. It's a tiny little place to have an arsenal, but... Damn. Oh, I don't know if we'll be able to fix that. I might not be able to get a castle facility there. Well... Sold food thinking I'd have a lot of spending to do, but...
Ask for anything you want.
Maybe I can buy those horses that I wanted now. Horses have gotten expensive. Need to get some facilities to make them cheaper. There are daimyo who want to become our vassals. that's the message I was receiving. It doesn't make a lot of sense. No, I think the Imagawa will eventually have to be crushed. Is there anybody else that's we can work on? Oh, you've been there for forever. What I'd like to do is get J4W Pirate out of this place. They got 10,000 troops again. Damn. I guess I could start working on these other... Man, no, the people haven't even come back yet. I'm just gonna have a turn where I don't do very much for a change.
We march.
Hey, you were, I was curious about you before. This is Shinbei Inui, who came up before fighting us. So I'm just curious who she is, because she appears to actually not be a created character. Unless I'm very much mistaken. So I should be finding, yeah. Satomi Haken Warrior. So does a he. He carried the bead Jin for benevolence and had a peony birthmark on his midsection. Military and literary prodigy, he was the youngest and most active member. Alright. Got another church. Do I feel like trying something against the, I really should be a lot more... Like, I fought a huge battle. I've done most of the damage, but after forming this coalition, I should be more actively involved in, doing stuff. Part of me wants to... Well, then again, I need to end this recording session pretty soon. This is probably the worst possible time to do it. But part of me really wants to see what would happen if I ordered the Matsudaira to attack. Would they then come help me out? And if I sent them to attack and then I took one of those cities, would I take it over or would the Matsudaira take it? Because I don't want to trap the Matsudaira to where they can't expand. Oh. We are ready to march. Expect these kinds of results. Confirm.
Show them how we do battle.
And then I could, oh. I guess I'd have to do it manually. But I set them to attack, so it's kind of a dick move to just sit back and watch.
We march.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling. I mean, my numbers have come back a bit. Hideyoshi, I thought, was building a castle. Is that already built? If it was built, I thought I would have got the... I would have received the word and somebody would have, you know...
Let's get some glory.
Let's get her done. Goot, 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 goot. I mean, I think we can definitely bring enough force to bear to,
Let's march.
Kicho is not the overlord of that city, which confused me for a second, but she doesn't need the loyalty boost, that's why. I was like, is that guy gonna lead the troops? I've never seen him before.
Marching.
Marching. Yeah, we need more, we're in the middle of a turn, I can't, but I was like, we need more, horses. Hay is for horses.
March.
Katsuie is on the march. I mean, I could always grab these territories for myself. I'm still
We march.
thinking I would prefer to see the Matsudaira getting stronger. The Matsudaira could go to war against the... At this point, they might end up going to war with the Takeda, but then Nagao will gobble up the Takeda before anyone else has a chance to. Suppose I could not send every single
March.
troop I've got in this area, but that just doesn't seem like much fun at all. So I'm ordering the Matsudaira to attack, and then I'm going to send a force that dwarfs their army. I hope they understand what I'm doing for them. I'm basically trying to hand them a castle. I'm handing them a castle that the Takeda will desperately fight to regain, but still.
Moving out.
And this will expend the last of our horses forever. So I'm going to save, because now I'm saving on... Now all 3 slots are going to be post this Hojo Coalition stuff has started, which means there's no way for me to go back to trying to do historical events. If we run into any more historical quests, great. I was going to call it a video, but now I want to see what's going to happen. I picked up the minister trait, and it won't be the last. I won't be the last to pick up this trait. The diplomat trait. Hidetaka Kawajiri has had a son. He'll be named Hidanaga. Tomamasa Kozukiri had a son. He'll be named Nagamasa.
Your orders. Here is last month's balance.
We made a lot of money on trade, and I didn't end up buying the horses. I thought I was going to use it to build churches. One of my castles have been scouted. There's Ronin in our lands. Should pick up some more Ronin warriors. Genimeda. Hi there, buddy. I'm deeply moved and stuff. Really need something that's actually going to improve that conscript unit now, but I didn't realize that was going to be my issue. Makes the district slightly more suitable for crafts, increases innovation. Might as well go with a tea house. This is suitable. Because it's only affecting this one district. This is like, it's so frustrating. It's 40 short of what I need. And it's an armory. I can't kick it up anymore. Tea house will make it go up to 1926. And a town fair would make it go up to 2013. Either of them are more than enough. The problem is that what I really need is something that's also going to boost the conscript deal. So I'll go with tea house. No place else really needed to improve. I do want to buy horses.
Thank you for your patronage.
It's time to call it a video. I just threw down right in the middle of this big-ass battle, but it's really time to call it a video. They're sending all the forces that they've... Well, they sent... Yeah, they can't really reinforce any more than that. If I wipe out this army before the Matsudaira are wiped out, the Matsudaira should be able to take this. Vulture Bobo's on the march. He might be looking to attack one of these cities that just sent a bunch of its troops after us. We've got enough to do this, guys. Oh, why did I decide to do this right when it's time to call it a session? I mean, I could do one more. Alright, I'm going to do one more video, folks. When I come back, I'm doing one more video that I shouldn't do. See you guys later. No, wait. No, I gotta call it. Oh, Yeah. All right, this will give me an interesting thing to do. This will give me a good reason to come back and start a new session, because I'm right in the middle of throwing down with the best of them. And I guess I'll still have the option of backing out if I want to, but I would be confident and really upbeat and happy about this if it was just me trying to take this territory. But the problem is trying to get the Matsudaira to take this city instead of me might be tricky. And then there's this Imagawa city too. I want to finish them off, but I want the Matsudaira to do it. But, you know, eventually I have to take over Japan, and if history is just blown up, then, I mean, there might come a time where I just gotta make the Matsudaira my vassal anyway, as opposed to an equal ally. All sorts of questions to be answered, but I really gotta get my dinner cooked, so they're gonna have to wait till another time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Sayonara.